Hey everybody, I'm back. Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and today we're here for the lunchtime stream where we're going to be playing Marvel United, the crossover campaign with Kim and Steve over at the Co-op Guild. Yesterday, they took on Avalanche with the Sentinel Challenge, and while it didn't go as well as they can, it's okay. It's just a game. We're having a good time playing it together, and that's all that matters, as long as we're having fun, right? So we'll worry about it later. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunities to get our heroes back, so no biggie. It's nothing to worry about. But as long as they're having fun, I'm having fun. So I am back from UK Games Expo, and had a good time there. Had to do some work as well, but when I did have time, I attended Expo, and it was a lot of fun. There's a lot to talk about. People have been covering it left and right, so I don't know what more I can cover. I'll talk about it, but not now, but at some point. But I don't know. I mean, a lot of people pretty much covered everything I would have said anyway. Anyway, we're here for the lunchtime stream, and we're going to be playing against the Skrulls, as you saw before, going for another team deck, because Steve wants the team decks, and by God, we're going to get Steve those damn team decks. Hey Leo, how's it going? Hey Matt, hey Joe, Steve, time to watch a pro... No. I'm about to kill two people. Hey family people, how's it going? How's it going? Hey Greg, what's up? So, we got an hour to play some games, and then we got to get out. So let's go ahead, get down to the table, introduce what we're going to do, and then do the thing, right? We're going to do the thing. I don't have the icon stuff like Steve had, so that is table, not TTS. There we go. Haha. Alright, so we're going to be taking on the Skrulls, and we'll be using just two heroes for reasons that you'll see in a minute. Let's go to this, and that, which says the Skrulls special setup. Put in play as many Skrulls as the number of heroes. Since there's two heroes, there's two Skrulls in these locations. With two players, one Skrull in each location adjacent to the hero's starting one. So they'll be split between us instead of starting all the way on the other. Zuli, do the thing. Yeah, so in each location adjacent to the hero starting point, so wherever we start, they'll be adjacent to us, and that's where it's going to go. If there's three-player, it looks like, let's see, one Skrull in the villain's starting location, so opposite, and then two adjacent, and then four-player, one Skrull in every location except for the villain and hero starting, so it'd be aside, so that'd be kind of funky. Alright, so that would have confused me, and I would have failed you horribly. Well, in a four-player game, heroes play 4 turns after each villain turn until the villain is under pressure. Then they play 3 turns after each villain turn when the villain is under pressure. So it's kind of like saying the villain is delayed a turn. But in a 2-player game, heroes always play 2 turns after each villain turn. So it's like the villain's under pressure. Despite the Skrulls being separated, I'm looking forward to Derek still managing a 3 and a BAM. It'll be a 0 and a BAM or a 1. It'll be a 1 and a BAM and a 5 and a BAM probably. So this one confused me a little because does that mean... I feel like how this reads is that I get... Each hero, it says each hero gets 2 turns, which means there'll be a total of 4 cards played until the next Skrull card. That's how I'm reading that, but if I'm wrong, let me know. When resolving Master Plan cards, each Skrull moves and adds civilians and thugs as indicated. Once they can be damaged, a hero can defeat a Skrull by dealing 3 or more damage to it in one single turn. When a hero is KO'd, Skrulls don't activate their BAM. Instead, draw a Master Plan card and add a face-down storyline. BAM effect. I think it's just 2 cards. See, that means that they're always under pressure? So that makes it harder for lower player counts? Because it says heroes always play 2 turns. Huh. Okay, so the villain's under pressure. Because if you're playing 4-player, that means that the more characters you play, the more you get to do before the villain's turn. So it's like you play 4 cards... Yeah, it's weird. It's weird verbiage. It's very poor verbiage. So in a 4-player game, you get an advantage. In a 2-player game, you get a disadvantage. Yeah, because in a 4-player game, you get an advantage. You get to play an extra card, like the villain's delayed. And then when it's under pressure, it actually goes to a normal game. But in a 2-player game, you're at disadvantage. Weird. Okay. When resolving, where was I? Overflow. If one or more civilians and thug tokens can't be added to a location, remove one token from an incomplete mission. Like, to me, I would always play with 4 then, because it makes life easier. I read that wrong then. Because at 4-player, I'm at an advantage. The balance is you have more skulls to defeat at higher player counts. Yeah, but it becomes easier. Anyway, I'll play it as they were always under pressure. If one or more civilians and thug tokens can't be added to a location, remove one token from an incomplete mission. If that's not possible, deal 1 unpreventable damage to one hero in any location instead, and the heroes win when you defeat all the Skrulls. So I will put the Skrulls up, and there are 2 of them, so that's how it's going to be kept. They need 3 damage, but there are 2 of them. So let's go with their threat cards. I don't know if it's balanced well, because at a 4-player game it doesn't become that bad, you know? So Steve, how to do it? Yeah, well, I will try. So, locations, Super Skrulls. As long as this threat's in play, Skrulls can't be damaged if there is more than one hero in their location. So that's going to go over Xavier's Mansion for healing. Next one, Advanced Skrull Technologies. Heroes taking damage in this and both adjacent locations take 1 extra damage. Yeah, that's... That's just weird. The changing people. Thugs and civilians in this and both adjacent locations can't be defeated or rescued. That sucks. Same thing on peak 8. 7, peak 7, not 8, 7, Super Skrulls. Should go in Morag and Advanced Skrull Technology. So basically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will take 2 damage. 2 damage here, 1 damage here. Gotcha. So we're starting in the 1 damage location because that's just silly. And you'll be here. Yeah, sure. Here and here. Because I'm going to get a 1 and a bam. Yeah, I think that's so odd. So the lower your player count, the harder the game is. Play with 4 or suffer. Because they're like, well, the balance is you have to beat 4 Skrulls. But that's not hard with 4 players. And you basically have them after every 4 turns. So they're delayed. It would be easier at higher player counts, honestly, the way I view it. But, you know, I didn't make the game. So we're going to play it like it lays, and if they die, they die. I'll be using Maria Hill and Philovel. We're going to peak 7s here. We have Tarnax 4, Morag, the Hangar Bay to get us to Morag, peak 7, and Tarnax 4. Xavier School, who happens to be next to Jabari Village. Yeah, starting under pressure is a little hard. After heroes play 4 turns after each villain turn until the villain is under pressure. I am willing to play with 4 Skrulls just to show that this is easier. Anyway. Next time, because we're going to die. Here we go. I got Moving a Punch, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. Each hero may immediately star. You may draw a card, and a Wild. And then Philovel. The quota, it's fine. It'll be what it is. Yeah, it'll be what it'll be. Alright, doop. What do we got? We got Negabands. Gain 2 heroic tokens. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, you may discard any number of heroic tokens to prevent the same amount of damage dealt to you. So she is a threat clearing machine. This is one of those ones that I saw to kill. In 2 hero games, heroes always play 2 turns after each villain turn, whether the villain's under pressure. Yeah, I figured that. It's just weird. Unfortunately, when you do put them under pressure, you still draw two. I don't know what that means, Dave. Anyway, double punch against a single target in your location with a punch, and then a move with a punch. All right, let's kick it. Boop, 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 boop. One and a bam. Gotcha. Told you. One and a bam. And that is clockwise. So 1, 1, bam. Bam says deal 1 damage to 1 hero in each Skrull's location. Figured that would be a thing. I don't want to use this yet. But she will get to draw a card, so let's lose the wild. And then what? Hiding in plain sight. Turn all thugs in each Skrull's location into civilians. If there are no thugs there, so all thugs into civilians. And if there are no thugs there, add a civilian. Welcome back. I knew it was going to be one of the bam. Alright, so then I got 2 turns. Let's pull. Pull. Master Spy. Look at the top card of Master Plan deck. You may place it on the bottom. Nah. We instead are going to play Director of Shield. Each other hero may immediately wild, and you may draw a card. Boom. Look at that, I healed. And you may wild. Thugs and civilians in this and both adjacent locations can't be defeated. So your wild's going to be to put a star here. And then it is her turn. We're going to throw down these quantum bands. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to gain 2 stars. And I have a star, so I'm going to use a star and this star to clear this. Fun. And then this says you may deal 1 preventable damage to 1 thug or henchman in this or adjacent locations. It's unpreventable. Does that circumvent this? Thugs and civilians in this location and both adjacent locations can't be defeated or rescued. But this is unpreventable damage. So to me, how I'm reading this is that you cannot prevent this. This cannot prevent this damage from going through. That's how I'm reading that. Tell me if you agree or disagree. Because I'm staying here. I'm not, that's all I'm doing. Well, it says you can't be defeated, but this says unpreventable, and the rules for unpreventable means that it cannot be, nothing can stop it from happening. You know what I mean? I could go over here and do it. I'm just curious about this one. So if you look up the if you look up how, what's the thing? If you look up how unpreventable works, it says nothing can stop it. Oh, you can deal damage, but they aren't defeated. Oh, that's dumb. That makes sense. That makes sense, though. All right, I'm going to stop here, and I'll deal it over here. But that makes sense. You could deal the damage, you just can't beat them. That's crappy. Anyway, you said they go after 2, so they're under pressure. Here we go. 1 and bam! And they're dropping a thug and civilian in their location. So 1, 1, bam. Deal 1 damage in each location. That doesn't happen. Then you are going to drop a thug and a civilian, a thug and a civilian. Yeah, this game becomes super hard at 2-player. Maria. What do you have? You have a star? I don't think I have a choice but to play that. And she is going to... star, move, star. And then your turn. That's the other game ender. You could do. You have 2 wiles. Yeah, this is pretty decent. I have 2 wiles and I have a move and a punch. So I can move, star wild, and then I did a move, star, so I have a wild and a punch left. They're going to take 2 damage because he's going to move 2 and bam. So let's punch here, and then I'm going to move back here to gain this ability to punch here again. It's their turn. 1 and a bam. 1, 1. Bam. Nobody's in their location. Turn all civilians in each Skrull locations into thugs. So there, there, and there. Okay, so these are my 2 killers. So we're going to do this. Not bad. This is a not bad one. We're going to do this. I'm going to move. If she takes 2 damage, that's just what she's going to take. Star, star. And then her turn. Perfect. Move. Clear. Okay. 3 and a bam. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bam, she's taking a damage. I wish I had a star to prevent it, but it is what it is. So she'll take a damage. No damage there. And then you're going to drop a thug here. Heroes taking damage in this and both adjacent locations taking extra damage. So she would take 2 damage, actually. So, yep, one of those is going. Going. Oh, and when she cleared this, she should have gotten a wild token at the end of her turn. Okay. Roll. You may discard any number of cards from your hand, but not your last card to perform the same number of wilds. Yep, I'm going to do that. So, I got a star there, but then I need 2, and I need to clear that to heal. So I can clear that and heal at the end of the game. And I got a star. So, first, I'm going to move. Oh, that would put him under pressure. He's already under pressure. Who cares? So, then I'll do this and this, plus that to clear this. They're already under pressure. No one cares. And then I get to heal. Your turn. I gotta move. So we'll do the wild. Wild. Move. Stay. Punch. Cool. Ah. Their turn again. 2 and a bam. 1, 2, 1, 2. Bam. Because I'm in an adjacent location. Actually, I think that kills her. I think that kills her. Heroes taking damage in this and both adjacent locations take 1 extra damage. Hero taking damage in this one adjacent location takes 1 extra damage. So that's 2 plus the 1, that's 3. She's down. When she goes down, that happens. Cool. Then you will turn all civilians into thugs, so you don't overflow at least. Yeah. It happens. I'm in a race. I think that's how this... like I said, I think this game is harder at 2 players than at 4. At 4 players, I think this game gets a little easy. Oh, that sucks. It is what it is. So, let's get the move and punch going. So we're going to punch, punch, punch wild, and there's a move. Yeah, I have to. I kind of have to. Here. Or else I'm going to die again. And her turn, I got to move, punch, and a star, and a wild. I can go over here. I can get another wild here. But I wouldn't lose the star. I could get another wild token here if I wanted, or... Yeah, that's what I have to play. Just... I can move here and clear these and see what happens. And move here and clear both of these. And then this says you must randomly flip, but there's nothing to flip. Alright, what do we got? 3 and a bam. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bam, so she's going to take 2 damage. Let's do the star. And let's do this. Yeah, that should do it. And then you will drop a civilian here and a civilian here. Okay, then it is your turn. And we just want to do this, which we'll do a star here to clear you out. Then we're going to punch. Okay. And then we're going to star one more time. Then your turn, we're going to play this card to use this wild to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dead. 1 down. And I got a star at the end to do that. And then prevent unpreventable to do that. Cool. Alright. Boop. He killed Maria Hill. Dead. So she goes down. Gets another card put here. And then you're just going to drop a thug here. And she'll get back up. 1, 2, 4. Oh, and at the end of her turn, she should have gotten a wild. I forgot about that. She ended her turn there and cleared it. So we won. So we just won because I forgot to give her a wild token. We just won. Who cares? We won. You may either punch. So there is. You may either punch or once during next villain turn, if a villain ends their movement in your location, you may. So that's a punch, punch, and punch. Dead. We won. The end. The end. And then I had a wild if I needed it. So we won. Poor Maria, she gets only to be punched down again. It sure looks like my life. Yeah, she did well. So 1, 2, 3, and I forgot to get the wild, but I got it now, and 4 dead, and we won. All right, let's take a look at our map. On the map. Where is it? There we are. So this is our map. So we've beaten the Skrulls with Peak 7, and we use Philavel and Maria, and we won, which unlocked the shield team, and then we're going to use we got a key and a cog. We're going to use the key to unlock Quake, and then we have, because Steve wants this crap for some reason, we got 6 brains. So for some stupid reason he wants this bird, but there you go. There's your stupid bird. We're done. Why not the attack? I don't know what that means. Yeah, we killed him. Make the Skrull vulnerable. Clear 2 thugs. Why? He is vulnerable. I won. Yeah, family meeple. I don't know what you mean. Did I screw something up? I don't know. I don't think I screwed something up. I think I played it right. All the cards that as long as are gone. I cleared all that crap out. But the Skrulls are vulnerable after 2. I did that mission and that mission, so they're vulnerable, so I killed them. Yep. Okay, so shield's done. We don't have to fight Zemo. There's 2 ways to get Bob. So that's what it's like to win a game. Yeah, there's 2 ways to get Bob, so, and both ways you have to fight him. Actually, no, one way is to complete the Deadpool challenge. So you don't have to do this. And we're pretty good on, we're pretty solid on stars. I think we've opened up all portals, so we don't need to fight the Super Skrull here. So I think this portal's kind of done. I think, oh no, we gotta fight this as a group. Next Game of Palooza to open that. This I do want to open at some point before the next Game of Palooza, so we fight that. And then Steve will take on Avalanche to get Aurora and the Alpha Flight team next time. And this is for a Game of Palooza. I've already fought this chump once. I'm not fighting him again, but I would like to take on Gladiator, because that'll open up Leandra. And Steve wants me to fight the High Evolutionary, so I'm probably going to fight Gladiator to Deathbird to him. And then I'll leave. There's a team deck down here that I know he wants, so I'm going to leave Vulcan for you. Because I know you want team deck, Steve. That's all you, bub. I already fought him. I already fought him. I'm good. Let's see. We got... It looks like... Abomination. I might take that guy on and take on Maestro since they fought Maestro before. So I'll go for the Illuminati team deck. But he can take on Red Hulk again and get his redemption. Do you like movies about gladiators? Have you seen a Crone Man? Man, I got that reference. We'll take these on last because this is just like, what we'll probably do is, because it's kind of like what I did for Thanos, I fought every single one of them. We'll take these on, and then Game of Palooza both heralds and then the big guy towards the end. This is done. This is done. We finished that. Steve and Kim finished this area. I still need to fight Shocker to unlock Penny, and Moreland to unlock Cyborg Spider-Man. I don't care about equipment, but Steve might, so there's a portal there, so I might fight him. And I do need to take on Absorbing Man. And then Null is a Game of Palooza fight, but I do need to beat Scream so that I can unlock the hybrid sets and Anti-Venom, which I'm afraid of. We've already done that. So we've done pretty good on this map. But, yeah. So the Skrulls have been defeated. We're good to go. This is done. We've got unlocked all the team decks in this zone, and we're good to go. So, woohoo. Alright, that is going to be all. So let's head back up to the top. Wow, this is a short game. This is shorter than I anticipated. So that's going to end the lunchtime stream for what's coming up. So what's coming up, I was going to stream Gloom and Kill for today. It's still scheduled, but I'm going to cancel it only because I'm still kind of jet-lagged and tired. So that's probably why you don't see me all jovial as I usually am. I'm still kind of jet-lagged and tired, so I'm probably going to skip tonight, but also I'm skipping tonight because I am actually resetting all of Kinfire Chronicles, and that will be the campaign game I play until I beat it. I am considering adding another day on streaming so that that can be focused on a campaign game and just play that game. So that Tuesdays I can play whatever game. I have a couple games that I got prototypes for from UK Games Expo that I need to play. I can play those on Tuesdays. Thursdays is Gaming with Pac-Man. So he and I already have our lineup. We're doing Aeon's End until it's done. And then we're moving into Tidal Blades 2 until it's done. So we've already got stuff set up. But I do have a lot of campaign games I need to get through, and I keep not finding the time because I'm like, well, if another game comes or a prototype comes, I gotta play that, which shifts me out of my loop. So I think Wednesday's lunchtime stream confirmed. No, not for the games that I'm gonna be playing, but I'm gonna find another day. It may be like a Saturday afternoon or something like that, where I dedicate to a campaign game, and that's all I'm playing until that's beaten, and then moving on to the next campaign game, and that'll be the campaign day, right? That day will be considered campaign day. That's what I'm playing at. And Kinfire is the first one up on that docket. It's been sitting on my shelf too long, so it's time to get back to it. I'm going to reset it, pick a whole new group of heroes, and then play it until I beat it. So we're going to be good with that. And Sunday, so coming up is the next stream is going to be Thursday with Pac-Man for Anne's End. Sunday is Arkham Horror with Kate and Cynthia. We're starting the Drowned City campaign. And then it may be Saturday when I start Kinfire. So I think Saturday in the afternoon is probably when I'll do it. And we'll go from there. So just stay tuned to the channel. You know the usual sales pitch. Click the like and subscribe and the bell and all that other stuff. You know what I'm talking about. But yes, that is going to be it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you Thursday for some Aeon's End. Until then, I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye, everybody.